One of the most commonly asked questions is, when is BitConnect going to go down? If it is a Ponzi and it's already been 8 months, 10 months operating, how can it still be around? And it's very simple. We haven't gotten anywhere near the numbers for people to start leaving the system. Now, this part of it, of course, is a little bit, you could say, it's going to be my guess as to at what point most people are looking to get the value of their initial investment to, so that they can have returns that are enough for what they're looking for. So in my head, that number is something about, somewhere around 20,000. For people who put in maybe 100 at 20,000, it's 200 a day. In their minds, they're making 70,000 a year. But then when you see all these people on YouTube who have these huge accounts, 100,000, 150,000, and they're making, 1,000 a day, it makes you go, man, I can get there. All I got to do is leave it there for 3 more months. So there's obviously two sides. One, BitConnect is legit. They do everything that they say that they do, and it's not going to go down anytime soon. Well, if that's the case, it doesn't matter. There's no reason to make a video about it. Then it's, there's nothing to say. But if the other side of it is, if it is a Ponzi, how come it hasn't gone down? And I'm going to show you what I think is going on. So if you were to start with 100 and your additions are 0, and you were to have an annual interest rate, now the interest rate you're going to want to use is 0.9 times 365, right? So you're looking at 328.5. We'll even call it 330, which is going to be high, and it's actually been lower than that, but that's fine. We're just going to try, and also realize, most importantly, on a $100 investment, you cannot reinvest every day. In fact, in the first month, you may be able to do 3 reinvests. Right in the beginning, it's very, very hard because the minimum is $10. And I would imagine a lot of the money that was put in there, it was maybe in multiples of 100 or 200. I mean, I don't think the average person is putting in 1,000 or 5,000. I don't think people have that much disposable income. Maybe they do, and maybe that idea of mine is wrong. But regardless, we compound this daily, and it's been about 8 months, right? So 8 months is about 2/3, so 0.66 years, right? That's about 8 months. If you calculate this, and you see how much the value of their account is, it's only 800 bucks. They're only making it. There's no chance that this is something somebody was shooting for, right? And this is at 8 months. So if we go for 1 whole year, which we're not even anywhere near, it's only $2,600. That's assuming you were able to reinvest every day, which you can't. So for that reason, anybody who's invested this small amount, even if we make this 200, okay, they're at 5,000. Even somebody who put in 400 is going to be at 10,000. Now, this person is making 100 a day. If they're happy with that amount, I don't know. But actually, if at the bottom of this video, if the 3 or 4 people that are going to end up watching could put how much they put in, what their target goal is, and how much they've cashed out, I think that would help everyone who's in the community learn just exactly how other people are viewing the system and what their goals are. So of course, now let's go to like somebody who made a 1,010 loan, right? Because that one does have that one is going to be 1% a day, so it is going to be 365, and that one basically will compound daily pretty much for the most part. And if you look, that after a year, that is a 37,000. See, this is 370 a day, and at that point, people may be ready to start withdrawing funds. This may be enough for some had they started with 1,000. Now again, if you go to 8 months, they're still only at 11,000, right? If you want to go to 9 months, which is 3/4 of a year, they're still only at 15,000, which is not bad. I mean, they'd be making maybe somewhere between 130 and 150 a day, and that may be enough for some. But again, it depends on each person's target goal of what they want to make daily, since what people are being sold on is the financial freedom of this system. So even if this was a Ponzi, nobody's gotten to the point where they're withdrawing their funds on a daily basis because it's hard to hit the targets that you want. Now, I'm sure there's people who put in money and never reinvested and withdrew it every day. And if they did that, sure, they're getting you know, they're sure to get out of the system, having lost maybe without the ability to lose anything, having guaranteed themselves a profit. But whether or not that's the case is yet to be seen. Now, what I can say is when you look at the market cap, and I'll just refresh this real quick, and you look and you compare, you know, Bitcoin to BitConnect, very similar. In fact, they're the only two that are actually similar. The rest of them are very, very different. And I don't know. It seems a little questionable. I know I saw a video now recently by Trevon James where he discusses how, you know, BitConnect is very connected to the price of Bitcoin. He personally doesn't believe that there's a trading bot, even though he says it's not impossible that there is one. And then he was answering the question, how long can BitConnect last? And it's ridiculous to me. His response is, well, as long as everyone keeps reinvesting, BitConnect can go on forever. No, really? Are you serious? Are you telling me that if nobody ever tries to withdraw money from the system can just continue to go and go and go and go? I mean, and the thing is, he has 40,000 people who watch him. You go into the comments, the people have no idea what to do. They're always asking him what to do with their own money. And his current advice is reinvest 50%, and then the other 50% you should stake the coins. At no point does he tell anyone to take any profit out. Just keep growing and growing and growing. I mean, it's very, very, I mean, it should obviously seem that it's basically what he's saying is that it's a Ponzi scheme. That as long as people don't cash out, the system can go on forever. Well, no shit. No shit the system's going to go on forever if nobody ever cashes out. What would happen if tomorrow every single person who's in BitConnect stopped reinvesting? Every single one. Forget about the people who are staking coins. Let's say they hold on to the coins. But if everyone who's getting paid tomorrow into their lending wallet and gets BitConnect tokens goes to the exchange to sell their BitConnect tokens tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, what do you think would happen? So the only way for this to continue doing well and going up, because the way he believes that people are getting paid is from the profit of the coin, which copies the BitConnect pattern, so it causes it to continuously go up. I mean, it's pretty clear to me that he's even saying that it's basically a Ponzi, and as long as you keep your money in it, the system will be able to continue without a problem. Even he doesn't believe that there is a trading bot, which is basically the #1 premise of the company, that's how they make money. And by the way, the company can make money in other ways. I'm sure they can make money in their exchange. They can make money with the tons of visits they probably get to their website, assuming that they're selling the advertising space that they have there, potentially. But there's no way that they can cover exponential growth of daily compound interest having to be paid daily. There's just no way. Not in my opinion. This is, of course, all my opinion. But it seems really questionable to me when the guy who knows there's tons of people listening to him, he never tells them to take any money out. Just keep it in the system. Keep reinvesting, keep staking tokens, and you're going to have, I guess, a lot of money in BitConnect, assuming nothing ever happens. And if it does, well, I guess then he's saying that the only way that BitConnect would go down, in his words, the only way BitConnect goes down is if Bitcoin goes down. And then he made some joke that, oh, well, you know, not for sure, but, you know, but that's basically his mindset, that BitConnect won't go down as long as Bitcoin doesn't go down. And I gotta tell you, if today you have 5 Bitcoins, tomorrow you still have 5 Bitcoins, and the next day you're still gonna have 5. If today you have, you know, you invested 5 you received 5 BitConnect tokens today as into your lending wallet, 5 BitConnect tokens worth of funds. Tomorrow you're going to get another 5 and another 5 and another 5 and another 5, and you're going to have 5 every single day adding up. What are you going to do with it? Are you just going to keep it long term, or are you going to sell it to buy something else, maybe diversify, which would be some good advice. So despite the fact that it may want to be like Bitcoin, at least if I have 3 today, I have 3 tomorrow. If you have 3 BitConnect tokens today being given to you, tomorrow it's going to be more and more and more and more. And unless you're always reinvesting and always staking the coins, sure, the system will be able to go on forever. Good luck with that.